before we get into that, let's not leave out how gangsta this man is. This man is gangsta. If you know, you know. The man do not play when it comes to getting down. He gonna get down with you, okay? He gonna get down. They don't call him the #1 assassin for no reason. He gonna get down, okay? That's one. So yes, he's kind. He's like a gentle giant, but do not play with him.
Christ's love isn't like everybody else's love. It's not like the world's love. The world's love loves you when you do things right or when you do things with them. But as soon as you make a mistake, they take that love away. But what I've experienced with the love of Christ is that it loves first. It loves through wrongdoing. It loves when you shouldn't be loved anymore. It's unconditional. And that's the love that I believe is going to change the world and has changed me.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Micaiah. I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black.
Sasha here. Excuse me? Supermodels do not fly business class. Now, I'm not gonna demand a private jet, but I think Jag could at least spring for first class.
So I am bringing you all a new video because I recently just watched Sakamoto Days, the episodes that they released on Netflix. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this is a thorough show. I didn't really have too much expectations for the show, but I thoroughly ended up enjoying it, which I'm not gonna lie. And I've been going back to watch different anime over again, like Naruto, and just various different ones that I love. I never really tapped into Inuyasha, so I started watching that, and it's so good. Like, I've never watched this at all. I was more of like a Bleach, Naruto, DBZ kind of girly back in the day. So Inuyasha has been really good, so I've been rewatching that as well. So I've been thoroughly pleased. However, with Sakamoto Days, and I took away a lot of positive things from this, but one of the biggest things is how we can maneuver with a certain level of kindness and poise that Sakamoto displayed. So we're just gonna tap into that. I'm just gonna give you my takeaway so far. I have not read the manga, so this is truly just me speaking on the anime and what has been released. But before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see more of me. And if you're new, hey, and if you're a returner, I really, truly appreciate the love. If this is your first time, I truly appreciate you tuning in, and I appreciate the love. If you get the chance, please check out my social media platforms. My Instagram is @moreofmicaiah. I'll leave you one and more. And my TikTok is @thelifeofkaya. And if you are a person that loves an array of things, very diverse, that all those things truly do not correlate and they're in different sectors, then this is the channel for you. We do a little bit of everything around here. So just dive in and enjoy it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So yeah, so I recently watched Sakamoto Days, like I was stating, and I was just taking away so much from this show, but even specifically, right, with him turning his life around and no longer wanting to be an assassin and a hitman, quote unquote, and for him not wanting to be within that lifestyle because he's found true love and a family, and that's something that he is focused on protecting, and he wanted to leave that lifestyle behind. One, I thought that was so precious because it makes me think of like the turning away from your old habits, your old behavior, and really evolving into the person that you're meant to be. And I find it to be so beautiful. So that was one thing about it. And even when people were coming back after him to take him out, if you know what take it out means, I'm trying to use the proper language on YouTube because I don't want to be flagged, but still maneuver with a certain poise, not with the intent to, if you know what I mean, but with the intent to stop, pause, and also still show compassion, even what he did with Shen. Of course, him and Shen worked together, and clearly Sakamoto was a mentor toward Shen. That was very clear. He held Sakamoto on such a strong standard, but even when he tried to do that, he still showed love and compassion for him and still gave him a home and still just treated him with such kindness regardless of what he did. And I think that's something important, right? We don't know what people are going through, and we should always just maneuver a kind way. Now, this show is an extreme of like people trying to take you out. I'm not telling you to maneuver blindly, right? However, I do think it's important for us to show forgiveness and to be kind to others. Even though someone's being rude to us or throwing dirt on our name doesn't mean that we need to do the same to them. Not giving what others give to us. And I think, to me, this is what that show shows. And even to go on the spiritual side, I am a Christian, so it makes me kind of think of like how Christ is, like no matter what we've done, he forgives us for our sins. So with this, it kind of makes me think of where regardless of what people are trying to do to him, he's still showing a certain level of poise and love and compassion towards them. And kindness, honestly, he does not have to be kind to them, but he chooses to. He chooses to. And I find this to be beautiful. And even with Lou, he didn't know her from a can of paint, but he still decided to help her. And us just extending out that hand, us just being compassionate to those we come in contact with. We never know what someone's going through, so just being kind. Like for instance, someone through the drive-thru, they have a big attitude, the workers there. However, you don't know what your little small ends of kindness is, smiling at them. Even though they may not be smiling at you, you still give them, hi, how are you doing today? And then you never know, that can lighten up their day. Or that may not affect or change anything at all. This is the way you carry yourself and the way you conduct yourself through those situations. Like, it doesn't matter their response, all you know is that you were kind and you showed a certain level of compassion towards them that they probably didn't expect, or they didn't care, but it doesn't matter because you still remained true to you and still showed a certain kind of love. And even Lou was like, why are you trying so hard to protect someone you don't know? And that stuck out to me because it was like, he truly was going out his way to make sure no harm came to her, and he didn't know her. And I feel like that's kind of how we should maneuver. I'm not telling you to always put your, like, the drastic sense of putting your life on the line, but kind of giving others what you would want. If you were in that situation, would you want someone else to help you? Would you want someone to be compassionate towards you? And we don't have to use that extreme situation, right? That's extreme. But even in a littlest situation, if you're struggling to carry your bag, would you want someone to let you keep dropping your bags and let you struggle and keep breaking a sweat to get to the car, carry your bags or carry this big box? Or would you want someone to come and help you, vice versa? You know, so kind of like doing unto others as you would want done to yourself. And to me, Sakamoto doesn't even do anything to reap benefits or for his glory. He just does it because he just wants to be kind, and kind of his rules and what he's learned from his wife. And it seems like he's learned a lot from his wife, and that's kind of what has evolved and changed him. Now first, before we get into that, let's not leave out how gangsta this man is. This man is gangsta. If you know, you know. The man do not play when it comes to getting down. He gonna get down with you, okay? He gonna get down. They don't call him the #1 assassin for no reason. He gonna get down, okay? That's one. So yes, he's kind. Yes, he is kind. He's like a gentle giant. But do not play with him. Do not play about his family. Don't try to put his family in harm, because he gonna make sure you're done. He ain't gonna harm you, but I mean, he gonna harm you, but he ain't gonna annihilate you. So let's not leave out that man is gangster. Let's not leave that out, okay? He is fire. His character is actually super fire to me. It's like not judging a book by its cover. There's so many different things you can take away from the show, because he, on the exterior, you think, it's this older man, he ain't finna do nothing, da 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 da, whoop de whoop. And then you see how he gets down and how quick he is. He's so fast. And one of like my favorite things is speed. Like, if I could have like quote unquote a superpower, I would want to be really fast, like extremely fast. I've always been obsessed with speed. That's why my favorite DC superhero is the Flash. Okay, I love that show. Let me know if anybody watched that show on CW. I love the show. It was really good. Started getting a little slow towards the ending, but I still love that show. I'm just telling you all my takeaways from the first episodes that we received, is because he's taken so many lives, right, in his past, and because he's done so much harmful things, his goal is to turn that around and to make others' lives better and to help others. You know, I found that to be precious and beautiful as well, because all the bad that he's put out in the world and all the bad he may have done, which a bunch of us have, maybe not to that extent, but you get my drift. He wants to put good into the world, and he wants to help others and lend that hand, and I find that to be beautiful as well. And even through his experiences with Shin and Lou, he's taken them underneath his wing and showing them a new way of life and a new way to do things. So they're like his mentees, and he's like raising them up. They're all family, but he's really truly taken them in, kind of like an adoption essentially, and kind of raising them up in the way that he may not have been brought up, and showing love and compassion towards them and showing them a new way of life rather than just being on the run and always hiding and always fighting or always assassinating people and doing this, to just truly transforming your life. So he's a great mentor as well. And he does not talk much, which I really love, because he lets his actions do the talking, okay? He lets his actions do the talking. That brother don't gotta talk at all. But he's literally a silent assassin. He seems like he's probably never really talked much, but very silent but impactful. I think sometimes we think, because I'm a talker too, but I think sometimes we think we need to be talking a lot to get to know someone, or have multiple conversations to get to know someone. But I think one of the biggest ways is that I get to know people and is by observing them and kind of seeing based off their actions. because there's a bunch of people that can say one thing but then their actions show the total opposite. But with him, he just lets his actions do the talking, which I find to be like fire. While I was like looking at my footage, I was like, let me jump in and say this too. His actions define who he is. His actions display his character and his values. So I find that to be fire too, because he doesn't have to tell you who he is. He's showing you who he is. Come on. Come on. And it doesn't hurt us to show love and compassion. I think sometimes we think that it's the most for us to show love and compassion to others, but it actually takes more energy to hate and to be rude and give that same energy back, rather than showing that poise, showing that level-headedness, where someone may be upset at you or mad, but it's like, you know what, that's gonna take too much energy out of me for me to give them back the same energy. So let me come with a different perspective and just smile and be like, you know what, you have a blessed day, rather than just entertaining them, because it's so easy. It's so easy to get out of character. It's very easy. But showing that poise and showing us something different, because you'll really mess with someone's head, because you're like, they're like, why didn't she respond back, or why didn't he do that? It throws them off. It really does throw them off when you show compassion, even though you're getting negativity in return. Like I said, it's easier said than done, y'all. However, it's possible. It's possible. Okay, I'm signing off with my up close clips. Sorry, y'all. I just wanted to make sure I threw this in there on the camera, because the hair is fabulous. Like, I love my hair. I have locks and they are beautiful, and my lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. All the boys be jocking, they chasing up to school. Okay, I'm done now. Yeah, overall it's just truly a thorough show. I really enjoy it. I actually may dive in to read the manga. Okay, I know it's said on Netflix that the next episode will be released today, March 1st. I don't know when I'm posting this, but I have not watched that episode yet, but I will most definitely be checking that out tonight. But I like this show a lot, actually, and I am a fan now. I am dedicated. I'm locked into the show now, so I probably just need to go on ahead and read the manga and stop playing. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the show. Do you like it? Do you like the characters? Do you like the direction that they're going? Do you not like it? I'm always open for disagreements and hearing others' perspectives. However, let's have a healthy disagreement. You know, let's uplift each other. Let's not bash. We can give our opinion without breaking down someone else. So yes, I'm always open to the disagreements, and we can have that dialogue in the chat box. But yes, I enjoyed the show. Like I stated, this is actually a really good show to me, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna lock in. It got me kind of like the first 2 episodes, if I'm being honest. It didn't take much for me to like dive into the show, whereas I feel like with certain shows it takes, if it's not all that to me, it takes me kind of, well, I didn't need to watch 1001 episodes to enjoy the show. Like, truly off of like the 2nd episode, I was thoroughly enjoyed. More like the 1st episode, honestly. Whatever, I enjoy it. That's the point blank period of the situation. Yes, please like, comment, and subscribe to see more of me. And if you enjoy this content, please hit that like button. And if you would like to see more, please subscribe. And please remember that you are loved by the one who created the universe. You were made for such a special purpose, and he knew you before you were in your mother's womb. So thank you for sharing this moment with me and us connecting. I do not take it for granted. So I will check you all out in the next video. Stay blessed, everyone.